What's up, y'all? This is Jam and Sam, and we are continuing with Safari Zone from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. So, I forgot a something in the last restoration interviewers where this thing has an actual tune on it. The last synth here, a little bit detuned, so it's by about, what is that, like 3 or 4 cents? 3 cents. So, but if the usually doubled. So let's we'll paste that, and then we'll double it. This should be, and I also want to paste 0 here so that there's no mistaking the so it doesn't stay detuned through the whole thing. And then let's scale levels 200%. Nice. No, that's all. It doesn't really make, it's a small detail. Now, Safari Zone, I'm going to play this so you guys can hear it. Nice. I don't remember, I haven't been to this part in the game yet, but so I don't know what to say about it, but it has very punchy rhythm. It's mostly percussion, and the synth that exists there is very punchy. I noticed that. Okay, and the downbeat should be here. So we will add that in. Now the first channel is going to be, we have noise hi-hats, and the next channel is part of that, but I think he's doubling up on them so that he can use release, because they're releasing into each other. That was probably the reason why with the second one I just didn't put it. Now, so let's copy both of these. Actually, first, let's make a noise channel, and I'm gonna actually mute the noise channel so you don't hear the loud noise sample being pulled in. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 of these, but first I want to set the envelope, which is no attack or hold or sustain, and we just have 1 step of decay, and with a very sharp curve inward. And then we're going to copy these notes, and we're going to go find first empty, call it drums. But I guess it's like mostly percussion. Let me go through a rundown of this song. We have a very low bass, sub bass, and we have these timpani notes. This is a xylophone, so that'll go in melody. And then we have that bass. And then we have that for the synths. And we have more synths, so really it's like this percussion will be this, or drums will be this, and this. Cool, so that's fine. Yeah, we can roll with that. So let's now copy these 2. Let's clone this actually. And this will be our sustain. So we'll set the sustain to be 25%, and then we'll set some release here of like 12%. And then we'll copy these. And then we'll go to drums and paste. And now there's the intro is in the timpani, so we're gonna need that space later. And these are actually 2 octaves too high, as the noise always is. Well, let's go. I could actually probably set the downbeat in that sample. Let's try that. Like set the root note in that sample actually. See, so this is, yes, set it to C7. And then we'll save that as the sample. Okay, so that but I think it's more like a shaker here. It's more pretending to be a shaker, so they have like an envelope where there's still some attack. See, it's not just like a it's not like a sharp thing like it usually is when it's a hi-hat. It's more like a and I don't think it's so sharp anymore. I think it's just like this. Yeah, I think it takes longer actually. So it might be 2 steps. Nice. And now this is pretty long. Let's see. This one's a long one. Let's set that to 4. Now let's turn the curve down. And maybe there's a little bit of attack to this one too. Okay, let's try that. Oh, this one also needs... That's why it was so loud, so quiet. Now it's just loud, so... Actually, I think it should be shorter, still. We said it's 2 set. And this should be a little shorter as well. Well, actually, this should be... And I don't know about that attack, actually. Let's try to remove that. Maybe it's just a little bit. The slightest bit. Yeah, that sounds better. Now let's actually make it a proper volume and give it a mixer track. Let's call it noise. And let's give it negative 6 dB. So it sounds a little quieter. Here, let's remove the timpani for a second. Turn it down to like 9. Let's actually send it all the way down to 12. Nice. Okay, that's more what we need. Hi, dirt biker. Welcome. Static nuance. Ah, yes. Welcome, Christopher. Wow, what's up? What's up, Pop Tart 94? Oh, hey. That's Lex. What's up, Lex? Welcome. Nice to see you here. Okay, so we got our noise figured out. Now let's move on to the next thing, which is the bass. And we will need Sound Canvas VA for this. So let's go and drag this in. This is our finger bass, actually. This is not the usual fretless bass that we use. I think it is. We'll see. We'll compare it. Let's go to SC88 Pro Map bass. Let's check the fretless bass first. Go to Part, Edit, and turn off the reverb. Oh, I still have I'm still selecting channel 10. Let's go to... Let's also turn the volume up to 150%. Oops. Okay. This versus... Yeah, that's the fretless bass. Lovely. Okay, now let's go and copy this. Let's find first empty, call it bass. And then let's go and paste this bass here. And there's going to be some space here because of the downbeat, but we want to remove that. Actually, this is going to be the only bass, so we want to just do like that. Move it all the way to the front. And let's Alt-C to change it to channel 1. Lovely. Now let's call this bass. And let's make a bus and for the reverb. Dock this to the right, call it reverb. And then let's add our reverb channel, reverb effect. Set it to be 12% power and hall length. And then right click, drop to this track only. Now we have reverb on the bass, and we can give reverb to other things as well. Now this channel is going to be and to the left. Oh, I did that to the volume, never mind. And the volume we actually want to be 80%. Nice. Nice. Okay, so with that out of the way, I don't think we have any changes here. Nope. Ah, this is... It doesn't... Okay, well that's irrelevant because there's nothing else there. Now... We have timpani. And we have a pitch bend on the timpani too. Okay, let's clone this bass. Set it Alt and arrow keys to send it down here. And then panning is going all over the place. Volume should be static. Yes, volume is static. And then we will paste it here. Call this timpani. Timpanio. No, we don't want to call it timpanio. Call it timpani. Now, let's set this to be a timpani. Let's go to string/orchestra, timpani. And then we will copy these notes. Okay, now let's go to drums, and then we'll paste this line. Let's Alt-C to change it to channel 1. Now we hear a timpani. And we will also... Oh, the volume multiplier is already set. That's right. Now let's give it its own mixer track. And we'll drag in the default. Call it timpani. Ah, now it's coming through. Now it slaps. Let's give it reverb. Okay, now let's copy our panning, all this crazy panning that comes in. Nice. Lovely. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing, which is xylophone. Okay, so we have xylophone here. Let's show a little bit of xylophone. Now let's copy those notes, and then we'll clone the timpani. And the timpani now becomes our xylophone. And then we'll call this xylophone. Xylophone way. Because we're in Africa. Xylophone way. Alt and arrow keys down to put it under. And then we'll go find first empty, call this melody. And then we'll paste this here. Oh, it forgot my selection. Wait, did it? No, I just had to do it from the channel rack. Because I copied it from the channel rack. Okay, and we do have some space here. So let's move this. I think the space was like this way. Let me check. Yes, that was the downbeat. And let's Alt-C to change it to channel 1. There we go. Nice. Now let's give it a mixer track. And let's drag in our default mixer. Let's remove the excite because it's already got so much highs. Let's give it a reverb. And let's call it xylophone. Xylophone you. Okay, so that's good. Now let's grab our whatever panning we may have. Yes. No changes, so that's good. Copy value. Paste it there. And then our volume will copy as well. Paste it there. No changes, and so now we have our xylophone, and then we will move on to our synths. Okay, so I'm hearing a square and a pulse. And this is just a regular pulse. Alright, so that means we need our square preset and our pulse preset. Okay, so now let's grab this first layer, but everything but these notes right here. Copy that, and this channel is going to be, oh, it's actually center panned. Oh no, right here it's center panned, but when it's the pulse, when it's the square, it's left, 95% left. Let's find first empty, call this synths. Go to the square. And then, do we have any other synths? Yeah, we do. So, we're gonna need to put this on bar 4. That synth, yeah, that doesn't have that intro, so we don't need to do a downbeat. Add a special downbeat. Okay, so now we go to 4, and there, it fits right into there. Actually, I think it's at the end of 4, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so now that is pretty loud, so I don't want to keep playing that. But this is going to be on the panning 95% left. Okay, perfect. Now we'll grab the other layer. Copy, and this will be 98% to the right. Nice. And we will go into Note Pan, zoom in, the end, and go 98% right. Oops. Nice. Now let's go and give that a mixer track. And drag in the default. Disable chorus and square, we'll call it. And let's turn it down. Whoops, sorry about that. Turn it down to 15 dB. Nice. And are any of these like detuned? Nope. We do have a volume, a static volume, like this. Paste that, and yes, okay. But I should think that because this is the melody, it'll probably be louder. Maybe like 9. Yeah, there's nothing else playing this melody, so I think it'll be more like -9. And the envelope sounds the same. Okay, now our pulse will grab. And this is going to be the same thing. Oh wait, no, this one's all just center. Both of these are just center. Let's see. This one's actually not quite center, but it's like 2%. This one's centered, so it's basically just centered. Yeah, see, it's even centered the next time, so this is like a mistake. So this part... And where... I don't exactly remember what part that was in. Let's see. Where exactly did that happen? Right here. So this is going to go here. And it's going to be center panned. So, oh, it's very loud. Whoops. Now this layer, copy, will also be center panned. And that's really loud, so let's paste our volume. The volume doesn't change. Now let's go give it a mixer track and drag in the default. give it reverb, remove the chorus, and name it pulse. Let's also send it down back to -9. Now let's check for vibrato. Let's see. We've got... Oh, we got some vibrato here, and there's missing information, so that means we have to fill that in. So let's see, let's approximate when the vibrato starts. Ah, here it's pretty much the same thing, I think. Here's like... Yes, okay, so let's check out what we've got over here. Let's fill that in. Nice. And let's put 0 here. Okay, so now we've got our panning information. Let's check if the other one is the same or not. Yes, it's the same. Now let's go to the square. Paste that, and then we'll scale it down to 15%. And I think that this is not scaled with the gap in mind, so yeah, then we'll just cut that. And now this information is now irrelevant because that's the pulse. But we will need that. Yes, this is 2. So now let's go to the pulse and add that stuff in there. Paste. Oh, wait. That is... Oh, we cut that. That's right. So now we need to go back and copy this information. Oh, but I put the... I filled in the gap on the other one. Well, we don't even need that because that's there. And not... That's not the pulse information. So let's cut that. Copy that and go to the pulse. And then let's remove the excess space. It's like one little block here. Okay, so we've got that, and now okay, so now this is a super sensitive knob, so let's turn it down to 50%. 50%. Yes. Nice. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Now we have our drums. Nice. Rapid kicks? That's crazy. Those just got like so many rapid kicks. Nice. Now let's go and copy that to the drums. And let's go and drag in a Sound Canvas VA. Now, let's go and grab the SC88 Pro Map. This is going to be standard 3, yes. There's no crashes from what I recall. Let's turn off the reverb, and then we're going to paste this here, and then select channel 10 and Alt-C to change it. Wait, what is it? What is missing? Oh, it's just so quiet, that's why. Now, 150% volume. Now, let's clone this so that the, because the kicks are really gonna need to be mixed differently. That's kind of annoying. Let's cut this. Paste this here. Let's call this congas. And this will be kick. Nice. Okay, and the congas are panned within the sound canvas, so let's try to kind of compensate for that. There we go. Turn the knob until they reach center. Now this has a volume of 71%. Nice. Now let's give those mixer tracks. Call it congas. Give it reverb. Whoops. Now let's do the same for the kicks. Let's give it reverb. Call it kicks. Now let's... It's kind of doubling up, so maybe we... I mean, there's obviously reverb here, but maybe we want to make the decision to not have reverb here because it would just be... It would just be too much, I think, as an objective decision. Yeah. Nice. Okay, that sounds much better. Now, so we have everything except for this synth. We need this synth. Okay, so this is crazy. What is this? What is this scale even? It's like a 12-tone to a sort of thing. Interesting. Okay, so let's copy that, and this is going to be... That's our triangle. But it's not even it's like an actual triangle. The other triangle is like a different, sort of like a triangle. Okay, that's actually is the same thing. Okay. Yeah, that is the triangle. Normal triangle. Okay. Now, with that copied, let's go to our synths and then paste that here. Now let's move this line because we have that space there that we don't want. And I think that square should go all the way down to 12. Okay, so this one, and now this is supposed to be very quiet. So let's copy this value and paste it. Now let's give it a mixer track. remove the chorus. Call it triangle. One of this pulse has reverb, but it shouldn't. Okay, so let's check on the envelope. Nice. Okay, so that means we have everything. And let's just make sure there's no, like, mod. There's no mod wheel. No detuning. Okay, that's good. Now let's go and put it together. So we have melody. Oh, wow, melody is just this, really? That's crazy. Not much melody in this one. So this is the synth. Let's go and... Okay, this needs that space. So I think this starts on the downbeat, right? No, it actually doesn't. Okay, that was wrong. I shouldn't have moved that. So this really is in a class all its own. We have our melody here. Let's move this. Let's actually put a downbeat here. If we can set this to be like this. Put a downbeat here. And then now we can move this here and this here. And then we're gonna go grab our bass. That goes here. And then our drums will go here. But we also have disabled our some other drums. Nice. And let's remove this space at the end. Nice. Okay, so if we make a cut in the drums here, and then let's go copy all of this and Control B to duplicate it. Yeah, this is really one that needs to be looped too. This one will do well with the loop. So let's go and Control B again. Let's just loop this last part for a few bars, and we will stop that part from going on. Let's right click the master and create automation clip. Why does it just create it there? That's crazy. Okay, let's just set that, and then everything before this will go. Nice. Okay, now let's give this a Maximus so we can master it. Okay, and then the bass will mark out here. Oh, for the first time, the bass is actually pushing a little too much. Let's see how our other channels pan out. So, mids will go right here. And then the highs, we're gonna have to suppress a little bit. Nice, so we need to do some reduction of the high frequencies first. Let's check how much the noise is contributing. That's not terrible. Oh, we need to remove the exciter. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Not too much on the timpani. Not too much on the xylophone either, so what is doing that? Is it the congas? Oh, yeah, it's a little bit. It's not too much. Ah, the kicks. Okay. So let's try to take the exciter down on that. Turn off the exciter. Cool, now that sounds manageable. Nice, now we're at healthy levels. I would say maybe we can even put the exciter back on the highs. Maybe less though. Nice, okay, that makes sense. Now I'd say the xylophone I want to hear more. Yes. Xylophone I definitely want to hear a lot more of. Maybe even put the exciter back on for that one too. Now the bass, hold on, I want to see if this bass is gonna be pushing through well enough because it's there, yeah. Dun 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 dun. Now, because it's so low, I want to kind of make sure that the sub basses aren't really going off. I want to put a high pass that's at the end of this. Like I want to high pass it at 20 hertz. Actually, you could start at 50. So let's get it where this like last thing is. Yeah, let's put it right there. Okay, that makes sense. Oh wow, the bass doesn't even have its own mixer track. That's like the default mixer. That's crazy. I forgot about that. Let's call this bass. Now, let's lighten up on the saturator because it's giving us some distortion. And then let's boost it a little bit too. And let's take the timpani down a bit. It's a timpani, well, it's not too bad. Maybe a little bit. It's just fluctuating a lot, I guess. Okay, so this is good bass levels. Nice. And now we're really lacking in mids too. Let's see. Yeah, we're lacking in mids over here. Okay, that's too much. Nice, let's give it a little more. No, let's take it back down. Let's do 1 dB. Actually, we can boost the square a little bit so that it makes sense. Let's put the square up to 2 dB, up to 6 dB. Okay, and let's move it back down. Let's see. And see, now the mids are pushing a little bit. Let's go down to 9. So let me go back to that square lead part. Nice. Okay, now this is healthy levels. I think that's done. That's how it should sound. And let's put the main master up here a little bit. Yes. Maybe a little, not that much. Lovely. Okay, that works perfectly. Nice. Okay, so that's done. So these two will be up on YouTube tomorrow. And yeah, so that's there'll be 2 videos out tomorrow. That'll be this one and the interview. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming to the stream, and this will be Jam and Sam signing off. Until next time.